Okay, hello guys. Today we are gonna build our very first complete app. It's a blog. Yes, it's a blog. And with this app, when you've done this, you can deploy it to the internet, and then your friends can use it, of course. So let's go over what a blog should have. Right. Here I have prepared the requirements. The require user story for a blog. Right now we have 10 bullet points for required, and then we have a couple of optional requirements. Here, the first one is the user can create an account with a password and username and email, so that they can use the account to log in. So let's do this first. To start with, we need the Flask framework, and then we need the database with Postgres, and another library is SQL Alchemy to run queries to our database, and another one is water form. So it helps us to validate the user input. So let's start with Flask. We need to do pip install Flask here. Okay, pip install Flask from Flask import Flask, and then we need to wrap our app with Flask. Define app equal to Flask name. Okay, now we need to run it. If name equal to name, and then we run the app.run. We need to run it on debug mode, so we need this parameter debug equal to true. For now, we have to check it first if it's working or not. Define an app decorator route. Here is the root, right? Need to define a function. I will call it home. Then return hello world by symbol hello world. Run it. Python app.py. Oops, syntax. There we go. Oh, actually I have it here. Okay, it does work. Let's move on. Okay, now then we need another library. Actually not. We need to set up the connection between our app and the database. So we need to define connection to DB. I prepared for the code. There are a couple of setting code for this. First one, it's very simple. Just copy this if you're using Postgres, or just one line if you use SQLite. An indent. Cool. And now you need another library called SQL Alchemy. Pip install Flask SQL Alchemy. Okay, already installed. I don't remember the syntax to import it, so I need to go it or I repair for you. There are a couple of things that we need to import it. SQL Alchemy here. Yep, here, and then you need to wrap it. This SQL Alchemy wrap the app with SQL Alchemy, so db equal to, and then we wrap the app. Cool. After all of this, we need to define our tables, our database, using Flask model. Let's define here. Define models. Class. First, I forgot this. We need to, right now I'm not handling it, but we need to OS environment, so we need to do some Xbox stuff. So to avoid it, we are still in developing mode, so just hardcode it. The username is Khoa, my name is Khoa, so username is Khoa. Password, keep it simple. Database name, actually I don't remember. Okay, here, blockdb, db, and the host is localhost. The port is 5423. Cool. Class user. The user here will be our table name users without the capital U by default. Okay, we are gonna inherit the model from DB. What? Something wrong here? Say no. For our class here, we need a couple of columns. How many columns do we need? What? The first one is ID. The second one will be username. Third one will be email, and then password, right? So let's start with ID first. ID is db.column. It's a column. Then the first one is db.integer, right? It has to be primary key equal to true. This syntax for alchemy. Username, same thing. db.column, db.string, nullable equal to false. Unique. It has to be unique, right? The username has to be unique. So unique equal to true. Email here, db.column. The reason why it's not nullable here because we don't want the username to be empty, and it has to be unique because every username is represent a user, right? Same thing with email. Press it. Cool. Password. It has to be a string. Can it be nullable? No. It should not be unique. Right? Two people can have the same password. Class. Okay. We need to define. Normally we don't store the password. We don't store users' password as is. Right? We need to encrypt it to avoid the database leak. What if our database is leaked to the outsider, then they can see our users password. So that's the reason why we need to encrypt it before we store the password. So we need to define a function here. Let's call it set password. Set pass. Here it take because here a function inside a class, so it take the first element itself. The second one, let's call it pass. What? You cannot use pass because pass is a special word for Python. So pass the view. Okay, save. We call the password field the password column. We set it to, okay, we should have something like hash password here, right? So we use a library from Python. There's a built-in library. I don't remember the name, but I have it here. The whole line here. Basically, we have two functions. The first one is to hash the string, and the second one is to check it if it's equal to the hash one or not. So let's start with the first one. Copy this function, paste it here. pass attribute. All right. Missing G. Another one is def check pass. This is for login. Same thing here. Right. We need to return a boolean either true or false. So we copy this. We take two arguments. The first is the hash. The second one is the password. So the hash is self.password. The second one is pass. What's wrong with this? Flash. Okay, cool. There's no what? All right. Next, we need to define our. After we define all the models, we need to run this command to create the tables. To tell the SQL Alchemy to create our tables. And then we need to define forms here. Let's start with the first one to create an account. We call it register. Okay, here we inherit something called form, water form. So we need to install water form here first. Okay, already installed it. So next we need to copy stuff from the documentation. As to save the time, I put it there. Okay, now copy flash form, put it here. Okay, for forms to create an account, we need the username, email, and the password, which make it 3 fields, input fields, 3 fields, and another one. What if the user mistype in the password? Okay, so we need another field for confirm password, right? So it has 4 fields at least. First one is username, and the second one is email, password, what? Okay, go one by one first. Username is a string field, and it has a label. Label is username. The next one is validator, equal to a list. The first one is data required. So here data required means that the user had to input it. This field cannot be left empty. Okay, username, and the second one is let's just keep it simple for now. Actually, you need to length equal to length is a function, a class. I think you need to import it here. Yep. So you import length. In length, you have mean, max, and the machine. Mean equal to 3, max equal to, for example, 12, 20, and the message is username must have at least 3 cards and max 20 cards. Okay, actually you can copy this. Okay, an email is an email field. I think we need to go with email field, water form. Okay, there's no email field. There is there? Oh, there's email field. Oh, okay, there's an email field. So we need to import it here. An email field. Same thing. Check the first element is email address. Validators. It's also a list. Data required. Of course. This function. Length. We don't have to worry about it. And another one is password. Password field. I think. I'm not so sure. But I think it has it. Password field. Same thing. Label. Password. And with the validators, data required. Another thing is it has to be equal to just leave it. Okay, call this confirm password. Confirm. It's also a password field. Confirm password. Okay, here we need to make it, the password here has to be equal to the confirm. So confirm, and then the message equal to password, and password confirm must match. All right. Oh, we need another field for the button. Submit equal to sub field, and this is a string register. We call the button register. Right now, basically we are done for the form, but we are missing something here. We need another validation. What if the user, here is the user, sorry. What if the email or the username has been or existed? Then that user had to create an account with another username or email, right? So to do that, we need to do some logic here. We need to define a function. Actually, this is the built-in function for Flash form, so I don't remember the syntax, so we just copy and paste it. Okay, so I will explain it. All right. So the validate here is a built-in function for every field. For username, it has to be exact username. The username here has to be exact, and the element inside chef. This is a must-have for a class. Another field here is the value of the username here. So this, we are checking the condition if we query from the table if that user already exists, then we raise an error here. Your username has been registered before. All right. So we doing the same thing. We are doing the same thing for email. That's super. So next we have to define a route for the user to register their account, right? App.route register. Let's call it register, and the method is get and post. Define a function, call it register, and in here we need to return something, right? Return, we need to return a view. I call it a view because we need an HTML file to return it, to render everything, the form to the user. Right, so render template. The template here has to be whatever you call it. I'll call it HTML, HTML. So we need this template first. In here, I don't have anything here, so I need to create a file. I'll call it base. You can call it whatever you want, but I will call it base. Another one for register.html. The base here will be the parent and the register will be the child. Oh, but first we need to fix something here. Render template, we need to import it. Okay, for base we need a basic template for HTML template for our base here. I'll prepare it. This one, simple. Okay, so this is the most basic one I can think of. The block here, basically, this is where your child, the register HTML will be inside the parent base here. So in order to use it here, so extend, we have the Jinja syntax, extend from where? From base.html. Okay, and here's the content. It has to be a form, right? I don't know, repeat method. When you pause it, when you submit, so you're sending a post request to the backend side. Something wrong. Email field, there's no email field. What? There's no email field. What the hell? Oh. Oh, you use this. There's no email field. There's only email. So we cannot use email field over there. We need to change it. String field, and here we have email. It has to be an email. If it's not an email, we will send a message called please provide an appropriate email address. So where were we? Oh, we're trying to render an HTML, right? So we're gonna send in a form equal to register form. Okay, and then we're sending the form to the HTML file equal to form. So that's here inside our HTML file here. We can call the form here. Actually, I don't remember the syntax for it. It's easy to remember. I have bad memories. So copy and paste. I repair it. Here you go. Paste it. This line here means that whenever you submit a form, the value for every input field will go to the address bar here, so the other people can see it, or there's some hacker sitting on your network can sniff it. So that's why you need a hidden tag here, just so you can encrypt your form. In order to use it, you need to make another key set up here. Okay, dot config and the key here is secret key equal to super secret. Set it. Here we just change something. Right now our form have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fields. So username is correct. Username here we need to change it to email. This one has to be changed to password. This one is confirm, right? I think that's it. That's what. And here we have a form. We send the form to the HTML file, and then we need to do when the user click on the button hit enter after they have input everything, then we have to run it, send the form to the backend. Here we need to do a check here if request dot method equal double equal to pause. Okay, we need to import request from this one. Is it? I'm not so sure, but check. If okay, then need to do another check here. If form dot validate on submit, there's a built-in function for what a form. If the form is validated, then what we're gonna do? Okay, we're gonna do add another user to our tables. New user equal to users dot dot. We have email equal to form dot email dot data, comma, username equal to form dot username dot data, and then we have another password. New user set password. Set pass is a function inside a class called user, right? So new user will inherit on the attribute from the user class. So here we need to pass something. Save a password. We have defined here. Save a password. So we pass a password, which is form dot password dot data. Okay. After that, we need to add it. db.session.add new user, and then we need to do db.session.commit, right? What next? I think with after we have created an account, we need to redirect the user to the root URL or somewhere else, right? So right now we only have two routes, the root and the register. So let's redirect them to the root. Where is it? Return redirect URL for this syntax. Close it. URL for is home here, right here, a function. We need to import it, I think. Okay, import and URL for. Alright. What if the form is not validated? Right, it's failed to validate, so we need to do another else here. If it's not validated, then we do something else. We need to show the error, right? There's syntax for showing the error, which I have here. Actually, there are a couple of ways to do it. So the way I'm doing is here. There may be many errors, not just one. For example, if right here the email is already exist, or the username is already exist, or the password doesn't match each other. So there may be a couple of errors at the same time. So it's the errors here, it can be a list. So we flush the whole list, right? Flush the whole list, and what next? Here we need to there are two ways we can show the flash message here. The alert, you can call it the alert here or here. So the way that the browse that we're doing here is like we can show the message on every page, right? If we do it here, we can only see it in the register, but here you can see it in every page. But the cons is like not all the message are the same, but messages are the same. It they will be different, and the data type will be different. So just take it for now. Very simple. Div here. The another code for myself. I have wrote it. Okay, here basically if their message, there's a error message, right? It can be error or anything, and then you run a loop to render every message inside that list. Basically that's it. Save it. Flash, you have to import Flash. What else? Okay, unused variable, so keep it. Try it. Python app.py. Python app.py. Okay, right now there's no error. You can try it with this. Alright, that's what. Register. Oh, it has no attribute submit. It has no attribute submit. Oh, capital S. Save it. Okay, here we go. We have the username. Let's call me Kwa.gmail.com. Password is 123. I register. Yeah, it works. So I don't want to save the password. Now check another one. Register. Kwa again. Yahoo.com, but the username is Kwa already existed, so I should not be able to create another account with Kwa. And there you go. Your username has been registered. Why don't we change this to gmail.com? This one is Kwa something 123 same thing. Email has been registered. Whatever, change to admin.gmail, and the password 1231234. Okay, password and password confirm must match. So that's what we have done, the register feature. Thank you for watching.